It's Heineken Rivalry Week for MLS Week 19, and we have a ton of exciting matches on tap, and I like 5 best bets for this weekend. First up, it's LAFC versus LA Galaxy in the biggest game of the week, El Tráfico. The Galaxy have not lost to LAFC in their last 5, and they've already won 2-1 in MLS and 3-1 in the US Open Cup this year. But LAFC owns the top home record. They've scored over 2 goals per game at home. They've scored in 35 straight games at home, and they may be welcoming the likes of Giorgio Chiellini into an already stacked lineup this Friday. I like LAFC to win at home. Let's move on to Saturday, where we have NYCFC versus New England. These teams met in the playoffs last year, with New York winning in the semifinals. New England is now undefeated in 10. They scored in 9 of 10, but they've also conceded in 8 of 10. While New York City FC has just 1 loss in 12. They've scored in 11 of those 12, but they're winless in 4, and they've allowed 9 goals in those last 4 games. Let's go both teams to score at minus 145 odds. Then, we have a big Cascadia rivalry with Seattle and Portland. Seattle is 4-1-1 in their last 6. Seattle scored 17 goals in their 9 home games this season. Portland's been really bad on the road this season, but they are undefeated in 4 games, and they just drew 2-2 on the road last weekend. They've also scored 8 goals in those last 4 games. This is a big game where 3 points for Portland could make them level on points with Seattle for the last playoff spot in the West. Let's go both teams to score at minus 140. Next up, Atlanta and Austin. These are 2 highly rated over teams this season. Austin is 12-6 to over 2.5 totals, while Atlanta is 13-4. Sebastian Driussi leads the Golden Boot race with 10 goals, with Max Rudy not far behind with 6. Both of those players for Austin. Meanwhile, in Atlanta, they have 4 players who have 4 or more goals this season. Austin is second in goals overall, and they've scored in all but 2 games this season. Atlanta has scored in 10 straight, and they've scored in all but 3 games this season. I think this one looks like it could be a crazy goal fest, so let's go both teams to score in over 2.5 goals at minus 115 odds. Then we're going to go to a 2-game parlay in 2 of the games happening on Saturday. Let's look at Toronto and San Jose first. Both teams are ranked last and second last in goals against and XGA. Toronto has no clean sheets in their last 26 straight games or in 47 of 48. Meanwhile, San Jose only has 2 clean sheets themselves all season. Until something changes, we just have to assume both teams are going to score in this game. So let's pair that with another both teams to score with Houston and Dallas in the Texas Derby. No road team has won in this derby in the last 16 games since 2016. Last year's scores were 1-1, 2-2, 3-2, and this year it was 2-1 for Dallas. Houston has just 1 win in their last 5, while Dallas has 1 win in their last 7. 2 teams in bad form, and Dallas has also seen both teams to score in 7 of their last 8 games. Let's go both teams to score with Houston and Dallas, paired with both teams to score for Toronto and San Jose for plus 156 odds. Good luck, everybody, with your Heineken Rivalry Week MLS Week 19 best bets this weekend.